What's going on, guys? Back again with another one talking about health, wealth, happiness, getting money, getting success, getting rich, getting wealthy, all the great things in life, right? And today I want to talk about some money. I like talking about some money. The money. I want to talk about money, man, and how important money is to life. And most people don't like talking about the subject, and I think it's been done on purpose, right? We've been conditioned to not think about money, to not chase money, right? Or technically, when you get to the other side, you realize you don't really actually chase money. Money actually chases you. But, I would say it's got to be at least 99% of people do not understand money, man. And in order to have a good life, you need to understand money. Now, once you do go down this money rabbit hole, it does spider web off into a lot of different directions. And if you've ever been interested in understanding money and going down these different rabbit holes, I definitely suggest you guys check out the What Is Money podcast by Robert Breedlove. That's it's the amount of different things that money is, right? Like being a ledger, being a record keeping device, being a language, a communication, mathematics. Money is so many different things, but I wanted to touch on like one of the surface level portions of money, and understanding that money is a tool. Money is a tool to get you the life you want to live. And most people don't look at it like that. Most people, when it comes to money, they just look at it as something to go buy more stuff with, something to go into debt for a new car, right? I've been working really hard. Let me go reward myself by spending some money. And we should be using money as a tool to get out, to get free, to become debt free, to get rid of our bills, to stop being a slave, to be able to enjoy life. That's what it's all about. Using your money to get free, right? And there's a bunch of different ways you can do that, by investing and understanding that you need to buy assets, and those assets eventually end up paying you enough money to where you can actually leave your job, or you can, go overseas and do what you want to do because you have money just coming in that you no longer need to work for. And so many people today, not only do 99% of people not understand money, they're also addicted to money, right? And that sounds kind of weird. It's like, how can you be broke and be addicted to money at the same time? But you are. They are. You're addicted to spending. You're addicted to getting up every morning and getting that $10 coffee, to getting the avocado toast. And, I know that's been a popular meme, right? Oh, you're telling me that I could just fix my life if I put down the coffee, the Starbucks, and the avocado toast. And it's like, no, the economy is bad. And I'm like, I'm not going to fight that, right? The economy is bad. But I would say 70% of it is your spending habits. 70% of it is because you don't understand money, because you don't know how to control your money. You're addicted. You're addicted to spending. You're addicted to stuff. I remember I was in a meeting, right, at work one day, and we had this kid, and he was leading the meeting. And he had spoke his portion, right, and before the next speaker came out, he was saying how, whenever he gets mad or gets upset, he was talking to somebody else, and he was saying how every time he gets mad or upset, he goes out and buys another model airplane because he likes putting them together, right? Now, whatever, have your hobbies. But I'm like, that is when you spend? That is when you go buy stuff? It's when you're mad, when you're angry? I'm like, that's an addiction. That is an addiction. You're not doing it because it's like, okay, well, I finished with my last one and, I painted it all up and I did what I needed to do. Having my model airplane, you go get another one when you're mad. When you're upset, you want to go spend money. And this is the majority of human beings. You have an addiction. It's like drugs. It's like alcohol. You can't stop spending. If you could just understand that money you're supposed to use it to get free. It's a tool. That's all it is. A tool to get yourself out of slavery, right? It's not buying more crap all the time and then constantly complaining that I can't never get ahead or this. It's like, because you have an addiction. You have a spending problem. And, I love reading, right? I love understanding things. I love it. And, I have a few books here with me, right? This is one of my favorite books. It's The Shortness of Life by Seneca. And life is long if you really understand how to live it. And I love this book so much because, again, he's talking about the same stuff, right? The spending habits. people back then were doing the same things. Humans are doing the same things. He talks about going to these grand parties, right? People had a lot of money, and so they would put on these big like feasts, right? And they would have everybody come over to their place, and they would have these grand bookcases with all of these books. And he was like, I wonder if these people even read these books, or if they just do it for the display, right? And we see it today. People are just displaying their wealth, getting bigger houses. They have a pool in their backyard and they don't even use it. It's the same. Nothing has ever changed throughout thousands and thousands of years of history. He talks about the same stuff, and he's like, man, what you should be really chasing in life is freedom. Spending time with the people. Oh, they're out there racing right now. Spending time doing the things that you love doing with the people that you love doing it with. It's not about the stuff. It's not like you gotta get over that spending addiction. You gotta understand that money is a tool. Again, I talk about like money is a bunch of different things, right? But at a very surface level, money is a tool. You need to look at it like that. And we've been conditioned to look at money as a bad thing and don't think about it. But then our entire lives are based off of it. You know, we get up every day and go sit in traffic, and we're mumbling and grumbling and complaining that we got to go to work or complete some project, or we got to stay late, because it's all about the money. But people don't understand, like, you got to get rid of your need for stuff. You got to get rid of that addiction. You got to understand money is good. We need money, right? But it is a tool. It is a tool to get free. Use it to get free. Stop getting the stuff. You got to get rid of your addiction to buy stuff. Life is beautiful. Again, going back to Seneca, life is beautiful. Right? I got another book here too. This is one of my favorites. It's a new one too, by Aaron Clarey. Talks about zero world problems. He talks about life now that, because a lot of people are struggling right now, and he talks about life after first world problems, right? Life beyond the stuff, life beyond the McMansion, right? Because that was the game. The boomers, that was the game. Get the bigger house, right? You get a starter house, then you get a bigger house, then you end up with a McMansion, like the house in the Home Alone movie. That huge 10-bedroom house, and then you got the small car, then you get the BMW, then you get the Porsche, and then you get the Rolex, and that was the game for the boomers. And he's like, we're no longer doing that anymore. Like, what is life after that? The zero world problems. What is life when you can actually be free to do what you want, when you want, with who you want? That's what you should be chasing. That's what we should all be going after. Not the stuff, man. You have to put down your need for stuff. And if you just realize that, I'm telling you, man, life is beautiful when you get out. When you become free, the game is over, man. You can do what you want, when you want, whatever day you want. You no longer need to work for the weekends or wait for the weekends to come by to live your life, wasting 5 days out of the week, mumbling and grumbling and complaining, or at work and just with a bunch of people that you don't like. But if you just focus now, you can get free. It's crazy. It's crazy when you understand this. When you go deep in understanding money, what it is, how to use it. You can use it to get free. But you must get rid of your addiction to buying things, to needing things, to wanting to get rid of it as soon as you get it. Using it to get free. Understanding how to move it, how to grow it. Understanding the assets that you can put it into that grow faster than others. Understanding things that pay you for owning them. And get free. Use it. It is a tool to get you out of the life you don't like. Nobody likes their life. Nobody likes their job. Now, there are a few people that do like their job, but I just see people complaining all day. And it's like, hey, if you just stop doing that, if you just got rid of that car payment, that'd be an extra $400 or $500 a month, right? That's like you just gave yourself a $400 or $500 a month raise. And now we can use that to go fund our assets. That eventually, over time, consistently, will pull us out of slavery, will pull us out of that job we don't want to do. Like, you know what? I don't need to work harder anymore. I don't need to come in early and stay late anymore. I don't need to chase this stuff anymore because I'm out. I got free. That's what it's about, man. You need to kill your need to spend money. You need to stop being addicted to buying stuff. You need to stop your addiction to buying stuff. Kill it. You need to kill it. I'm telling you, life is beautiful on the other side, man. There's no worries. There's no worries. It's so crazy right now, right? I'm in America, and you know, I plan on leaving America still, but I'm just all like, I don't need to. I won the game. You know what I'm saying? I won the game already. The game is over for me. I can stay here. Everybody's complaining. America's getting more expensive. Food prices, this and that. I already beat the game. There's a lot of us that beat the game already. We figured it out. We figured the game out. We figured money. We killed our addiction to spending, and we got out. Now we can do what we want. We don't have to worry about food prices going up. That doesn't affect us anymore because we killed our addiction to spending money. We figured it out. Kill your addiction to spending. All right, I'm going to go ahead and leave that one right there. Hopefully you guys are having a beautiful day. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.